All right, let's look at the first component, pay your bills on time. Now, a lot of times people think this is the most obvious, but sometimes people go through economic hardships, life changing events. Lord knows there are a lot of things going on right now that may alter how you're paying your bills. But you need to understand that the way creditors are looking at it, it's all about your behavior. This is why on this FICO chart, it's the biggest piece of the pie because it really talks about your ability to pay back your bills. Now, let's be clear. Everything that you pay on with your everyday expenses may not be credit related. But what creditors do is they look at the totality of how you pay your bills altogether, and they're looking for consistencies. So if you see somebody that's got 6 to 18 months of paying their bills on time, that's something that look very favorable. But what if you had 6 to 12 months of paying on time? You were late a couple of months, and then you got yourself back together, and then you've been paying on time ever since. Okay, that's good, but we can also recognize that those late pays will be negatively reflected on your credit report. People ask me all the time, can I improve my credit by paying my bills on time? The answer is yes, you can, because they still want to see this type of positive behavior. However, if you have negative items, then that's something that you actually need to deal with because they can stay in report for 7 years. But look at that caption in the bottom. That really tells a whole story. According to FICO, past long-term behavior is used to forecast future long-term behavior. What are your spending habits? Sometimes people pay late, just really, no discipline. They may say, you know what, I'll just pay the late fee, not recognizing that the totality of the report is actually being damaged because they may not understand that. What about when you pay your credit cards? On-time payments on credit cards can be the fastest path to building a good score. But sometimes you may be in a situation where, maybe your minimum is $65, but you're trying to, pay it quickly. So you may pay $185. Okay, that's great. However, if your phone bill is being lagged or if your electricity bill is being lagged because of that, you might want to think, you know what, maybe this month I'll pay the minimum. That way I can maintain my other bills because now they're looking at everything. I want to make sure they see, X amount of months of me paying on time. This is a character-based issue. That's why it was very important you understand about paying your bills. So you can look at yourself and do a self-examination. Are you paying your expenses on time? If the answer is yes, let's keep it moving. If the answer is no, we need to understand why. Is it because of unemployment? Did you request a forbearance? There could be many factors. We have to identify what these factors are and we have to rectify them quickly. Because what we want to do is we want to show credit that you're reliable, that you're a person of good character, and that you pay all your bills on time. If you can master the first component, then you can master the rest of them. But this is by far the most important. Let's go on to the next component.